Welcome to week 8 of the Yoga4Health protocol brought to you by the Yoga and Healthcare Alliance. The theme for this class is balance, and our catchphrase is breathe with the chimes. Until now, so for the first 7 weeks of the Yoga4Health program, you've been learning techniques, particularly breathing techniques, to help you relax and de-stress and feel more settled in your own body and mind. And that work reached its pinnacle with the inhale, exhale, pause. And you can continue to use that breath in your own practice and in everyday life whenever you're feeling stressed, whenever you feel that you need nourishing, relaxing, or need to calm down. But we're going to take a little shift now for this week and the last 2 weeks of the program, and instead work on your resilience and balance. And we're going to do that with a different breathing technique called coherent breathing. It's a very simple technique where the inhale and the exhale are the same length. And research studies show that this kind of breathing rhythm is very effective at supporting what is called heart rate variability. So when you breathe in, your heart speeds up a little bit, and when you breathe out, your heart slows down a little bit. And we've mentioned this before. So with coherent breathing, we'll be inhaling for around about 5 or 6 seconds and exhaling for around about 5 or 6 seconds. And to help you do that, we'll be playing a chime track in the background while you're practicing to help you cue the breath. But just as with every other week of the program, the really important thing is that you breathe in a way that is comfortable and manageable for you. So we're not going to put any strain on the breath. And if you're finding that the gaps between the chimes, which will be at the 6-second rate, are a little bit too long, that's absolutely fine. You just use the chime track as a kind of background meditation, like a little slow heartbeat to the practice, and continue with your own breath. And instead just do your best to think about cultivating this idea of equal inhale and equal exhale. And as we work with our theme of balance, we can see that very clearly expressed in this breathing technique, because there is a balance and equality in length between inhale and exhale. But we're also going to think about balance in terms of the right and left sides of the body, in terms of doing our balancing postures, which are so important for us, and also just moving that on towards the end of the class and thinking about having a balance in our lives and a balance in the mind. So we're going to begin now by just taking a moment to quieten down, to either close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, having a soft gaze forward and down. And take a few moments to notice exactly how you feel. Acknowledge all the work you've done over the past 7 weeks, all the home practice that you've done, and how much you've been able to build up your yoga resources, your yoga toolkit. So well done for that. But every time we start our practice, we start from a slightly different place. So really acknowledge and honor that place for you right here, right now. Perhaps feeling energized, perhaps feeling a little bit tired. It doesn't matter which. And bringing into your awareness all the sensations in the body, and particularly any sensations in any part of the body that you know you particularly need to look after during your class. So now we'll begin to focus on the breath. breathing in and out through the nose, unless the nose is blocked. And just thinking about connecting to a smooth flow of inhale and a smooth flow of exhale. And then we're going to use a little bit of counting to find that equal breath on inhale and exhale. So on your inhale, silently count to yourself 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, no strain on the breath, and when you reach your comfortable maximum, just stay there, and maybe in future weeks or during your home practice you'll reach the full count of 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue to breathe at your own pace, trying to find that balance in your breath. And in a moment I'm going to put on the chime track and just give you a couple of minutes to breathe with the chimes and experience the breathing, knowing that you do not have to coordinate your breath exactly with the chimes, that they're just a guide. But we are, if you can without strain, working towards breathing with the chimes, inhaling for 6 seconds, exhaling for 6 seconds, and that is our coherent breathing rhythm. And now we begin drawing the arms apart, and exhale, bring the palms together. Inhale with the chimes. Exhale, bring the palms together with the chimes. Inhale, following the chime track of your own coherent rhythm of breathing. And then release the arms and inhale, raise the arms with the chimes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, lower. Working at your own pace, finding your own balance in your own breath. And then give the shoulders a release and begin to shrug, making big, wide, slow circles. Trying to find a balance of release on the left side and on the right side. And exhaling into the side stretch. And lowering the arm. Inhale, take the left arm up. Exhale, stretch to the other side. Inhale up and exhale, lower. Work with your own breath. Follow the rhythm of your own equal inhale and exhale without any strain on your breath. And then releasing more into the shoulders and the shoulder blades and the collarbones and all the muscles around the tops of the shoulders, where we can feel a lot of muscular imbalance. Try to soften and release and find a balance of release between your right and left shoulders. And stretching the back of the neck and turning the head on an exhale. Inhale back to center and exhale, taking the head forward to the other side now. Moving in and out of our twist, releasing to the right as we breathe out, using the inhale chime to lengthen the spine up towards the ceiling, and the exhale chime to soften a little deeper into the twist. And turning the head the opposite way to the shoulders. Notice the sensations from that twist, and then exhaling to the other side, bringing balance in the body by working equally on the right side and the left side, and letting the whole of your practice be conducted by this even, coherent breathing rhythm. Balance in the body, balance in the breath, leading to balance in the mind. Release forwards. And then on an inhale chime, move into your back bend. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Opening the heart, breathing freely with the chimes. And exhale, softening forwards. And taking a few coherent breaths here to stretch out and release the lower back. Keeping that equal inhale and exhale. So now beginning the main practice, either staying in your chair or coming down onto the mat, supporting the back of the head to keep the back of the neck long. And then bend your knees and place the hands on your abdomen. And as you exhale, feel the palms drawing in as you engage your abdominal muscles at the end of the exhale, as you continue to do the coherent breathing. And now we're raising and lowering our arms with the chimes. Inhale, arms up in the air or overhead. And exhale, back to the abdomen and draw the tummy in. Allow this movement to be orchestrated by your breath in this equal rhythm of coherent breathing. Make sure you're not straining the breath. Don't run out of breath. Keep the rhythm easy and smooth and equal and balanced. And then release yourself from that practice. Coming into circling around the back of the pelvis or circling the upper body. These practices are very familiar now, and for these last 3 weeks of the course we're really looking to invite you to have an experience of meditation and movement, with the body being led by the breath and the breath being led by the coherent rhythms, with the chimes in class and with or without the chimes in your home practice. But you will have access to an audio file of this chime track. So now mobilizing the right ankle, holding the shin or thigh, and mobilizing the left ankle. And then drawing the right thigh in as you breathe out with the chime, and allowing the knee to release away a little bit to make space for the breath as you inhale. Take a pause between sides. Notice the balance and the difference between the right and left side. And then working the left leg in exactly the same way. Using whatever modification or version of the practice is right for you. then moving on to our core strengthening practice. Exhaling using the contraction of the tummy muscles and around the pelvis to just lift the tailbone a little bit up into the air on an exhale. And if you're in the chair, contracting all the muscles around the hips as you exhale and releasing them as you breathe in. And then moving on to our hip opener, coordinating the single or double leg movement to your coherent breathing rhythm. Done that for a while, stretching out the legs if you're on the mat and doing our full body stretch. Inhale for 6 seconds or thereabouts and really actively stretch the whole of the body. If you're in a chair, the whole of the upper body. And as you exhale for 6 seconds, release the body into softness. Find that balance between tension and release. Holding the stretch, but trying to maintain that equal balanced breath. Keep stretching on inhale and exhale until you're ready to release into softness for a few breaths. Notice the balance in your body and your ability to switch off tension as well as switch on tension. Moving into our dynamic twist now, either in the chair or on the mat. Inhaling to center and exhaling, releasing into the twist. Remembering to use a leg position if you're on the floor that's right for you. Feet on the floor, hip width apart, right through to knees in over the chest for those with more strength and no back issues. Coordinate the movement with your coherent breathing rhythm. Equal inhale and exhale. When we've released from the dynamic twist, we're going to hold the twist now. Perhaps using the back of the chair for a bit of additional anchoring. Remembering the head is going the opposite way to the shoulders, and then finding and using your coherent breathing rhythm to both lengthen up and release a little bit deeper into this spinal twist. And bowing forwards or hugging the knees in to release from the twist and to come back to that balanced midline of the body. So thinking about balancing right and left sides of the body now with our cross-crawling opposite arm and leg coming overhead and up into the air, or up into the air and out in front of you if you're in the chair. And again, allowing this movement to become synchronized perfectly with your coherent breathing. Inhale into the shoulder release and leg stretch. Exhale, release. And then a little bit of leg strengthening, lifting and lowering the leg with the breath in whichever position is right for you. And keeping the hands on the hips or the fingertips just under the lower back to make sure that area is kept stable by the strength of your abdominal and core muscle support. We need a balance in the body of strength as well as flexibility. And now, rocking the pelvis. Feeling the pelvis moving forwards, the top of the pelvis as we breathe in, and the top of the pelvis moving back as we exhale, either flattening down to the mat or flattening towards the back of the chair as you exhale. And then we're moving in and out of our back bend now, either dynamically in the chair, or if you're working on the mat, taking away anything under the back of the head for this one, and breathing in, floating up the hips with your coherent breath, and exhaling, rolling the spine back down. So let the movement follow your breath. And draw the knees in, rock from side to side, or fold over the thighs as we come into our second back bend, holding the back bend. Holding the sides of the chair or reaching back, or keeping the hips held in the air, and just do as many breaths as you can here, releasing down whenever you need to. Listen to your body and then soften into a release pose. into the leg stretch using the belt, breathing in with your coherent rhythm and exhaling with your coherent rhythm, exhaling into the stretch, inhale into the release. Find the balance of stretch and release in this right leg. Coordinate the movement with your own coherent breathing rhythm. And then holding the stretch on the right side. And here finding the balance between a stretch that is going to work for you, but one that isn't going to stress the leg or the muscles in the leg. Take a moment to pause between sides. Notice the imbalance between the side that has been stretched and the side that hasn't. And then bring the body back into balance by doing the same two practices on the left leg. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, release. You've done the left leg, comparing the two sides and then taking yourself into a release pose. Noticing the sense of balance between the right and left sides of the body. So opening the hip a little bit more now in a modified version of thread the needle, and only if you have no hip or knee problems, then you can do these stronger versions of the practice, being shown for both those in a chair and those on the mat. Remember to flex the foot to protect the outside of the knee. As you work, keep the body soft, the shoulders released, and maintain your equal inhale and exhale rhythm. Mindfully release the right leg and then moving on to the left leg and the left hip. And we're coming into the cat practice now, padding the knees. Remember, you can rest the forearms on a chair if you have any wrist or shoulder issues. And if you're in the chair, sliding the hands forwards and backwards as you open the spine on your coherent breathing. Inhale and round the back and stretch it on the exhale. And then resting before we come into our lunge posture, Again, you can use the chair, or you can do this pose on the mat with padding under the knee. Inhaling for up to 6 seconds, exhaling for up to 6 seconds, keeping the inhale and the exhale equal and balanced. Notice the sensations in the body between sides, and then coming into the lunge on the left side. Breathing with the chimes. Moving on to our back strengthening work now. Coming first into the Sphinx, finding the right height for your shoulders, or working dynamically if you're in the chair, raising and lowering the arms with your breath. Keeping that steady, balanced rhythm of breath, softening the spine on the exhale. Resting between practices, using any of the modifications that suit your needs. And now working dynamically, raising and lowering the back, using the back muscles, not the arms. Inhale up, exhale down, following the chimes, following your breath. Important to find the release pose to bring balance back into the body after the back strengthening work. And then strengthening the back of the hip muscles, the glutes, either tensing and relaxing them with the breath if you are in the chair, or raising and lowering a straight leg if you're on the mat. Let the body be led by your breath. Let your breath be guided by the chimes. Equal inhale and exhale, balance in the breath, leading to balance in the body and balance in the mind. And then moving on to our downward dog, inhaling, tucking the toes, exhaling, lifting into the pose, inhaling in the pose and exhaling, releasing down. Sometimes with the more physically demanding practices, you may just fall out of the breathing rhythm as the demands of the body ask you to raise your breathing rate slightly. That's absolutely fine. Nourish the body with breath, but try to keep that breath in its equal rhythm. Don't forget you can do this practice without any weight in the wrists or the shoulders by using the seat of the chair or the back of the chair, ensuring that it's really stable and not going to move as you use it. Downward dog is another practice in which we're looking for this balance of strength and flexibility side by side, each as important as the other, each contributing to the overall balance in the physical body. You have the strength you need and you have the flexibility you need. Rest at any time, and remember you're always free to do a more gentle version depending on how you're feeling in any particular week, or to try a different modification that may be a little bit stronger than the one you've been doing as your practice develops. And as you finish your practice in the downward facing dog, coming into a release pose. And then if you're staying in the chair, come back into the chair if you're out for the dog, or staying upright and having the support of the chair. As we release the wrists and the shoulders after that weight-bearing work of cat and dog, just do whichever wrist and shoulder releases work for you. And then reconnecting to the breath in this new position, finding our equal inhale and exhale, breathing in, sweeping the arms out, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, draw the hands down, the center of the body to the heart. And if you're standing or sitting, we're lifting the toes as the arms sweep up and relaxing them down on the exhale. And we're lifting the heels as we breathe in and lowering them as we breathe out. So awakening the feet, and our first experience of cultivating physical balance in this class themed on balance, using our balanced breath. Coming into sun salutations now, inhale and exhale, fold forwards, following the chimes. Inhale, coming up, exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, coming up with a flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. So continue through up to 4 more rounds of sun salutation, following your own breath, being guided by the chime track, also being guided by your own capacity to breathe at a rhythm that is just right for you. We're coming into Warrior One now, breathing with the chimes, opening the chest, exhaling, palms together, straightening the leading leg. A practice you're really familiar with now, and one that works beautifully with the coherent breathing rhythm. Really allow yourself to open on the in-breath chime and close, palms together, legs straight, on the exhale chime. And then changing to the other leg, working the practice in exactly the same way on the left side, finding that balance in the physical body, balance in the breath, balance in the mind. And then release from Warrior 1. Notice the effects of the practice. And then moving into Warrior 2, finding the correct alignment and moving on an in-breath chime, stretching the arms, turning the head, bending the knee. Exhale, back to your starting position. Let this really feel like meditation in movement. And then bringing the feet together, pausing between sides, and then moving on to doing a Warrior 2 on the left side. This is subtle, advanced breath-led practice now, a real mindfulness practice of breath and movement, and equal inhale and exhale. Release from your Warrior 2. Notice how you feel. Notice the balance between the two sides of the body. And then we'll move on to our balance. Work in the chair if you have to, but if you can come out of the chair, it will be much more effective. And you can use the support of the chair or a wall. As we find a version of heron balance or tree pose that is right for you. Remember, you don't have to do all the modifications and variations shown. Just find one that is right for you. Breathing steadily in your balance. and then make your way down to the mat. Rest the legs on the chair, support the head, place a yoga block under the back of the pelvis if you have it. If you're in the chair, put your feet up. This is a winding down or closing pose, a mild inversion. Again, helping to rebalance the body against the constant effects of gravity and compression that brings. And then thinking about releasing from this pose now. If you're staying seated, the relaxation is a guided meditation, so we don't want you to fall asleep in the chair. And if you're lying down, find a comfortable position to relax in. Support the body in any way you need to. Allow yourself to settle. And my colleague Leanne Antonia will guide you through your week 8 relaxation.
Take your time to wiggle your body a little and move about until you feel ready to be still. Notice your breathing. Notice the natural rising and falling of your abdomen as a consequence of you breathing. Rising, falling, rising, falling. Direct your attention to the body, to the naturally arising sensations in your body. Begin with your right foot. Notice any naturally arising sensations in the right foot. Perhaps the touch of the foot on the ground, an itch, a tingle. Noticing the touch of the material of your sock against your foot, or a temperature, hot or cold. Whatever you feel, you don't need to judge. Just notice the sensation. Softly move your awareness to your left foot. Your left foot. Noticing any naturally arising sensations in the left foot. Temperature, an itch, tingle. Anything at all. Now direct your mind to your right ankle. Noticing any sensations in your right ankle. Anything at all. Allow your mind to merge into the sensations that you feel in your right ankle. Now move your attention to your left ankle. The left ankle. And notice any naturally arising sensations in the left ankle. Become aware of your right calf and notice any sensations in your right calf. If you find a sensation arises and passes away, with another becoming more prevalent, you can focus on the one that is more prevalent. Become aware of your left calf. The left calf. Allow yourself to merge into any sensations you feel in the left calf. Now direct the mind's attention to the right shin. The right shin. and notice any naturally arising sensations in your right shin. Now direct your mind to the left shin, and notice any sensations present in the left shin. Moving your focus to your right thigh, the right thigh. The right thigh is a bigger area, and there may be multiple sensations. Try to focus on the one that is most obvious, noticing any sensation in the right thigh. Allow your awareness to move to your left thigh. Your left thigh. If there are multiple sensations that you are aware of in your left thigh, try to focus on the one that is most obvious. Focus on the sensation in the left thigh. Before moving your awareness to your right buttock, noticing any naturally arising sensations in the right buttock. Notice your left buttock, and any naturally arising sensation in the left buttock. Now allow your attention to float to your lower back and take note of any sensations in your lower back. Gently move your awareness to your middle back, taking in any naturally arising sensations in the middle back. Then allow your awareness to move to your upper back, paying attention to any sensations you notice in your upper back. From here, continue by moving your awareness in this manner to your right shoulder blade and noticing any naturally arising sensations in your right shoulder blade. Then move your awareness to your left shoulder blade. Focus in on any naturally arising sensations in the left shoulder blade. Before focusing on the back of the back of your neck, and noticing any naturally arising sensations in the back of the neck. Softly move your awareness to the front of your body, specifically to your lower belly. You might feel the rising and falling of your belly in time with the breath. You might notice something else entirely. Then move your attention to your middle belly, the middle part of your belly, merging in to any sensations that arise in the middle belly. Again, you might just notice the rise and fall of the belly, matching in time with your breathing. Then move your awareness to your right chest, the right side of your chest, noticing any naturally arising sensations in the right side of the chest. Before moving your awareness onto the left chest, the left side of the chest, noticing any sensations present in the left side of the chest, any at all. Then become aware of the front of your neck, the very front of your neck, and any naturally arising sensations in the front of the neck. Then move your awareness to your right hand, and become aware of any naturally arising sensations in the right hand. No need to judge, but noticing any sensations in the right hand. Now move your awareness to your left hand, and merge into any naturally arising sensations in the left hand. Then notice your right wrist, and merge into any sensations present in the right wrist. Take your focus to your left wrist and notice any naturally arising sensation in the left wrist. Before moving your awareness to your right forearm, and noticing any naturally arising sensations in the right forearm. Move your attention to your left lower arm, your left forearm, and become aware of any naturally arising sensations in the left forearm. Before noticing your right upper arm, and becoming aware of any naturally arising sensation in the right upper arm. Before you move your awareness to your left upper arm, merging into any sensations present in the left upper arm. Then bring your right shoulder into your awareness, and notice any naturally arising sensations in your right shoulder. Before you notice your left shoulder, becoming aware of any sensation present in the left shoulder. No need to label it as positive, negative. No judgment at all. Just focus on the sensation that is present in the left shoulder. Then notice your face, becoming aware of any naturally arising sensation in your face. There might be multiple sensations, in which case try to focus on the one that is most prevalent, the most prevalent sensation in the face. Before moving your awareness to the top of your head, the very top of your head, and noticing any naturally arising sensations in the top of the head. Then move your awareness to the back of the head, the very back of the head, becoming aware of any sensations present in the back of the head. Now allow your awareness to move around the body, floating around from sensation to sensation. Allow your awareness to move to different sensations you notice throughout the whole body. Focusing on one for a moment, and as another starts to move into your awareness, feel free to focus your attention on that one. Again, that sensation might change. Another becoming more prevalent. Feel free to just float your awareness to the next sensation that you notice. Allow your awareness to float to sensations around the body.
And now we're going to release from the relaxation. Move your fingers, wriggle your toes, stretch your arms and your legs in any way that feels good. And when you're ready, bending the knees, rolling onto your side if you're lying on the mat, and coming back up to sitting. You can sit in your chair, or if you prefer to stay on the mat and sit cross-legged on enough support so that your spine is upright, your shoulders are relaxed, for our final breathing practice. So take a moment to reconnect to your breath, breathing in and out through the nose, working with the eyes closed if you can, or a soft downcast gaze. Notice the quality of your breath and the fact that it may be so used to now the equal rhythm that it's automatically doing that rhythm. We're going to bring the chime track back in and just do a few more minutes of coherent breathing, either following the chime track or allowing the chime track just to guide us as we work at a rate of breathing that is right for us. So no strain on the breath. Inhale up to 6 seconds. Exhale up to 6 seconds. And now allow your breath to return to its own natural rhythm, and take a final check-in with what you sense in terms of the balance in your body, in your breath, and in your mind. Thank you for completing this week 8 class. Don't forget to practice at home, and if you go onto the Yoga and Healthcare Alliance website or talk to your Yoga4Health teacher, you'll be able to download an MP3 file, an audio file of the chime track, so that you can practice with coherent breathing at home. Alternatively, you may be using a smartphone, in which case you could download one of the many metronome apps and set that at the 6-second rhythm and use that to breathe to. So whatever you would like to. And if you don't want to use the sound of the chimes or any other cue, then just silently count your inhale and exhale for up to 6 seconds, and then just use that internal clock to regulate your own individual coherent breathing. And remember, you can use the balanced breathing, the coherent breathing, both in your home practice of physical postures and in your seated breathing practice, knowing that it will add to both and help to build the resilience that we look to foster and encourage in these last 3 weeks of the course. So thanks once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.